Hello, my name is Tom and welcome to new synth anatomy video. Today I want to check out the Uno Synth, the first analog synthesizer by IK Multimedia. The Uno Synth is a monophonic synthesizer with 2 oscillators, 1 noise generator, 1 filter, 2 envelopes, 1 LFO, 1 delay effect, an arpeggiator, a sequencer, presets and more. All this is very portable and very light, and I think the first thing to check out is what you get in the box. So you get the synthesizer first, then you get this MIDI DIN. So you get 2 MIDI DIN cables for working with MIDI. Then you get your first batteries. So these are normal batteries, no accu. So they are not rechargeable, but you can put in rechargeable batteries. And you get a classic USB cable here, and in the final you get the manual. And what is interesting here, you get with the Uno Synth no power supply. So Uno Synth is very portable, so it runs on batteries or with USB, so you can put a classic power bank on it and use it. So you don't need an extra power supply. So it's a bit different concept of a synthesizer, but very interesting because it's very portable and you can play around everywhere you want. Now on the back side you have here analog synth powered by sound machines. So the Uno Synth is designed by Sound Machines. It's another synthesizer manufacturer in Italy. Then you have here the power, so off, battery or USB, so you can choose between battery or between USB. So as I said, you can put in batteries, or here also USB power. Then you have USB connection, you have MIDI in and MIDI out. So this works only here with the MIDI DINs. And you have here an output and an input. The output is mono. And you have also here an input. And this one gives you the possibility to add, for example, a drum machine or so to the Uno Synth. It doesn't affect, for example, the filter. So you cannot route now the audio of a drum machine to the filter. That doesn't work. But you can put in a drum machine and then route it with the Uno Synth here out. Now on the bottom here you can see that there is a sticker designed and made in Italy. That's good to see that such a low priced synthesizer is also made in Europe and not in China, for example. And you have here the input for the batteries, and there can be the LR6 batteries or 4 AA size batteries inside. Back on the interface side of the Uno Synth, and as I said, it's a monophonic synthesizer. You have 2 oscillators, 1 noise generator, 1 filter, 2 envelopes, and an LFO. And what is similar to the Waldorf-Blofeld, for example, it's this matrix here. So you can use these 4 knobs for different parameters. For example, here you have the oscillator, and these first 2 knobs are here for the wave shapers. These two, the following are for the tuners, but if you press longer, you can use them as for the levels and for the noise generator. If you go further, you can use them then for the filter, for the mode, for resonance, drive and envelope amount. The cutoff is here. Then the envelopes also attack, decay, attack, release. And it's important to know here that the envelopes are not the entire one on the synth, so attack, decay, attack, release. But in the new editor, which comes in August, you get access to the full ADSR of both filter and amp envelope. But you can access them here via MIDI CC. Also in the LFO you have a pitch and filter, but also in the editor or per MIDI CC you have access to the wave shapers and to the pulse width modulation. Then we have here tempo and volume knobs. And the more interesting part of the Uno Synth is for sure the arpeggiato and sequencer section. First, the arpeggiato section. You have here 10 different modes to select. They range from more classic, forward, backward, to more experimental, like random. Then we have here the sequencer. And the sequencer is a 16-step sequencer. It can be expanded to 32 or 64, so you are limited here to 16 steps. It has also 3 different directions. And you can select here also the length, so you can put in 8 steps, 16 steps, 2 steps, so you're very open here how you can operate it. And how you can put the steps in it is also very straightforward. You press only the record button and then put a note in it, and then with the data forward. And so you have your sequence already. And there's also in the playing mode possible, so you press record and play. So you see it's very straightforward, it's not magic, it's very easy made here, it's super simple, and it's like from other synthesizers, it's super simple to make here. And not to forget, then you have different scales here. This has 13 different scales here. You have glide. And the biggest highlight of the sequence is for sure the parameter automation. So you can record near every parameter inside your sequencer. This means you can put, for example, your oscillator wave shapers inside, the filtering, you have the filter, the resonance, the drive, the LFO, envelopes, and more. So you can then creating more standard stuff, adding a little filter in it, or going very crazy, adding an LFO, or making more with the oscillator shapers. So you can create very powerful sequences here. And this opens it, it's a very creative sequencer, because you can then create, for example, also a drum machine with it, because then you play with envelopes, you can put it very low on the envelopes, and then make very percussive stuff, and then on the end with more leady. And so you are very creative here for creating sequences. And to add here a bit the coolness to the sequencer, you have also different effects here from dive, scoop, vibrato, wah, tremolo, which can be then also applied live in. Then you have also here a delay effect, not to forget, and this has a time and mix parameter. And so you can add a bit of delay to your sound also. You have also your presets, and there are in total 100 presets. There are 20 presets which can be overwritten, but there are 80 presets where you can put your own presets in it. So you have 80 places for creating own sounds. I think I'll give you now a short introduction to the Uno Synth. And for me now it's more important to deliver you sound demos instead of going in details and showing you the oscillators, filters, or LFOs, envelopes, because IK Multimedia has multiple tutorial videos on YouTube where you can check out how the oscillator sounds, how the filter sounds. So for me it's more important to give you a hands-on demo how with the presets or with the sequences, with the parameter automation, how this sounds, and to offer you a good sound overview of the Uno Synth. I hope you get a good sound overview of the Uno Synth. It must be said here it's a very early sound demo. I will publish in the near future more videos to show you more of the sounds possible with the synth. In my first impression I can say I'm quite impressed by the sound quality of the Uno Synth because I'm played already at the super booth with it and I was not that surprised with the sound quality. Maybe it was the stress or also the background noise there, but now I have it some days in the studio and I can say it sounds great for this form factor. It's super light, it's portable, and I think it's a great synth for taking on the road, putting in the bag and then play in the train or in the park or so. Also the build quality is fine for me, it's fine. Then also the knobs here are not super high quality, but absolutely fine for this asking price. What is a bit strange, but maybe this is something which you learn more and more if you play with Uno Synth, is this keyboard. It's not like a real keyboard. It goes in the direction of an iPad, for example. It feels okay. It's not super bad and not super good. It's something between, so it's playable and for me it's fine. It plays better with the Korg Volca. And I really love here to play with the step automation, which gives you a lot of sound design possibilities. So please let me know in the comments below, what do you think about the Uno Synth? Do you love it, or is it a synth for you? Do you prefer bigger synths or smaller synths like this? Are you planning to buy one, or do you say I want bigger synths with big knobs and a higher price? So please let me know in the comments below, what do you think about it? For me, the Uno Synth sounds great. It's a cool little synth, portable, it's affordable. Maybe some features are missing here, but I will say this in my final review where I give you more information about it, or my impression of it, and also more sound demos. So this is more a first look of it, and so far it's an interesting synth. As usual, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a positive thumb and a subscription for more future videos. Big thanks for watching, and don't forget to join the Patreon page for regular sound content, giveaways and much more. So big thanks for watching and I hope to see you very soon in one of my next videos. Bye!